Not many people were tipping Holland at the start of the tournament, but as soon as they got into their stride, it was evident that here was a very special side. Oh, and again, that's lovely play, opening the way for Van Hanegem. And the cross not quite effective enough this time, but Breitner's clearance picked up again by those men in orange shirts. We've certainly won a lot of admirers throughout this campaign. Van Hanegem, all left foot. Harry Hahn. And it's Van Hanegem. And Janssen. The German fans are a little frustrated now by the slow build-up of the Dutch. You can't blame them. Muller just unable to win the ball back, but that's a little loose. And he stretches. And Gerd Muller will be as anxious as anybody to get West Germany back on level course. Reisbergen has some space down the left. No free kick this time. Expectancy level so high, of course, in Munich, with England having won on home soil in '66, and generally home countries do so well in the World Cup. Most people here were confident of a German victory, but it was a staggering blow to go one down in the first minute. Forward comes Schwarzenbeck, of all people, now. When it's floated in, it's going to be beyond any of those German attackers trying to get in there. Principally Muller, all eyes turn to him. Breitner. Holzenbein. It's a weak shot. Just dragged it wide, Bernd Holzenbein. Well, a pensive but a none too worried look, I would say that is. Well, the crowd have become more and more involved in this match because of that first-minute penalty, I think. There was certainly an air of expectancy before the start, but it was such a beginning to the match, an explosive beginning that really ignited the fuse. And Holland stepped forward in numbers again, and this is terrific work inside the area. And Schwarzenbeck goes for the shoulder-to-shoulder on Hahn. And comes off best. Who is going to lift West Germany? Rolled forward for Breitner now. And this is much better from them. And the Dutch have to be on their mettle with Serbia getting the ball out of play. Might have been the worst thing almost that Holland could have done to score, because they've really upset the Germans. So I'm sure they'll settle for having this one-goal advantage so early in the game. And here is their corner. Post and easily flicked away. Oh, a rare miss kick. This time the foul goes against Ruud Krol. Certainly you'll be looking to the likes of Hunes and Bonhoff in midfield now. Grabowski too involved. And Schwarzenbeck venturing once more into the Dutch half, trying to clip that ball forward. Bonhoff. They're so calm and arrogant almost, the Dutch, in everything they do. Plenty of time and plenty of patience in the build-up, but Beckenbauer is the one who brings West Germany clear. Now Grabowski. The first 15 minutes gone through, and who would have predicted that at the end of it would be the Dutch who would be in the lead. As I said at the start, this was such an open contest. Bertie Vogts in here. Can't get it through past the Dutch defender though, and Hahn it was who cleared. Forceful running by Krol. And an air of quiet for once, for a moment. I'm sure that won't last for very long. As Hoeneß and Beckenbauer combine again, trying to seek out this equaliser. Hoeneß taking on Van Hanegem. Well, things didn't start too promisingly for West Germany in this World Cup campaign. A single-goal victory over Chile in Berlin. Paul Breitner was the scorer that day. A better performance against Australia, but they were very much expected to win by 3-0, as they did do. Overath, Koolman and Muller, the scorers then. And then that defeat at the hands of East Germany in the historic meeting in Hamburg. So things were certainly not going according to plan at that stage for the hosts. And they're on defence again now. Rijsbergen. The Dutch, you feel, are just content to stroke this ball around and content themselves with this 1-goal advantage they've built for themselves. Cruyff. Hahn. Now Muller. Schwarzenbeck. Once again, the Dutch strong enough, but Muller's challenging Rijsbergen here. Doesn't foul him either, but Rijsbergen strong twice there, emerged with the ball. And that's a foul. Grabowski. Just talking about the West German progress, they then went to Dusseldorf to beat Yugoslavia by 2-0 and really got their act together in scuppering the Swedes at 4-2 again in Dusseldorf, before beating Poland 1-0 in that semi-final in Frankfurt, when Gerd Muller's goal was good enough to carry them through to this final today. But to meet the team that so far most people would say have been the best in the tournament in Holland, certainly been the most attractive. Franz Beckenbauer, desperate for a World Cup winners' medal. He got a loser's medal, of course, in England. Hoeneß to Grabowski. Forward they come again with Bertie Vogts. Well, the Dutch are not afraid to concede free kicks. Well, Bertie Vogts speaks a little English, but it is a little, so they've got the message over to Jack Taylor there. But he's a very firm official, this Englishman, and the free kick taken already. The referee, I'm sure, is going to ask for it to be retaken. He wasn't happy at all with the Dutch wall. Is Youngblood happy with it? That's perhaps even more important. Well, they look to be the requisite 10 yards to me.